Well, for more on this, Dr. Bharat Pankhania joins us now from Bath. He's Senior Clinical Lecturer at the University of Exeter's Medical School. Welcome to the program, Doctor. Now, in announcing these new restrictions, Boris Johnson said that the UK had reached a perilous turning point in the pandemic. Do you believe some of the measures that he's announced have gone far enough?
I wish I could say that with 100% confidence that these are 100% good measures. We need to act fast, we need to act hard, we need to act very promptly if we wish to get on top of any outbreak. So with regard to these measures that were announced today, a lot of them appear to not address the main issue. And the main issue is, if you circulate with human beings, if your circle of friends is larger, if you are going out in large circles, you get infected and you infect other people. So what we have to do as scientists is address the issue of not getting infected and not infecting other people. So symbolic closing of restaurants and pubs early is very symbolic. What we should do instead is say, where are the risk points when you go to a pub or a restaurant? Identify each and every risk point and then put in measures, if you can, to make those measures as good as you can and then allow the business to run. And if you think you cannot put in those measures, don't run.
Now, of course, there's been a lot of talk in the UK over the possibility of a second national lockdown. The Boris Johnson's government hasn't ruled that out completely, but of course they want to avoid that at all costs. Do you believe the UK needs that right now?
No, I think it would be pretty negative for the UK industry to be shut down again. And to what end? We never succeeded in properly shutting down in the first instance. So when we had our first lockdown, our case numbers went down, but they didn't go down and stay down. Therefore, what is really required is you look at the areas where people get infected, as I said earlier, and you address each and every one. And then you say things like, everyone becomes responsible. So when you are personally and mutually responsible to the nation, every little effort by every one person makes a huge difference to the nation. And then finally, we've got to get our ability to test and trace and contain it from a local point of view. Local experts dealing with local experts. That's what we need to do.
Now, the latest UK government figures show that across the UK there were almost 5,000 new infections on Tuesday. How does that compare with other countries in Europe? Is the UK, I guess, behind or ahead in terms of the number of new infections?
So we have been mirroring what happens in Europe. And so we've had Spain, Italy, Belgium, all those countries about a couple of weeks ahead of us. So we are just following them, and our rates are no different from theirs. It's just a case of we want to stop the rising tide that we've noticed in the United Kingdom and hopefully save some lives.
Now, I want to just quickly ask you about just one of the measures that Johnson announced, and the fact that taxi drivers, shop workers now have to wear masks. It's hard to believe that this is only coming in now. In places like Turkey, for example, they were made mandatory for both customers and shop owners at the beginning, after the first case was identified in March or April. Do you believe the UK is playing a game of catch-up here in some respects?
I'm so sad to say, yes, it makes me sad because what is required, as I teach all my medical students every day, is hard, prompt, fast, early actions. And we have dragged our feet with regards to many control measures. And to finally today say, you will all wear masks is a good thing. It should have been there 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay, Dr. Bharat Pankhania in Bath. We'll have to leave it there, but thank you again for joining us on the program.
Pleasure.